So very good evening, everyone, for the Pune Knowledge Cluster's online STEM teacher training workshop on misconceptions in mathematics. So before we begin the session, we will have a pre-test for all the participants. I would share the link in the chat box. Kindly participate in the pre-test for the next 10 minutes, and we will get going with the workshop. Thank you. So you would have time till 4:10 to fill up the pre-test form.
Please note that both pre-test and post-test that will be there for this session are important from the point of view of your attendance for the workshop and also for us to understand about the session. So please fill both the forms, the pre-test and the post-test. Okay. Hope everyone has done with their pre-test. If not, we will keep the form open. Maybe if there is some technical glitch or something, and then you can fill it later on. Maybe first 15 minutes till 4:30 we will keep it on. Okay. So good evening, everyone. I'm Prachi Pasalkar. I'm program manager at Pune Knowledge Cluster, and we all are here today for a very interesting workshop by Ms. Shanti Pise, and she is going to talk about misconceptions in mathematics. So the topic itself, is very interesting, especially for a teacher, for a mathematics teacher, and all present here. So this is a very interesting topic. Just to go ahead before for the workshop for for this particular session today, just for people those who are new, I would just like to talk about PKC. So Pune Knowledge Cluster is an organization who is set up by Principal Scientific Advisors Office. It is one of the 6 science and technology clusters that we have in our country. We have these clusters in all major cities in the country like Delhi, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Jodhpur, and Pune is one of them. So our objective at Pune Knowledge Cluster is to get together industry, academia, research institutes, citizens, people from all walks of the city together on one platform and try to solve the problems, innovative problems, research-based problems that are related to the city. May that be related to environment, trees, health, water, capacity building, skill development, teacher training. So whatever issues are related to this, we try to address them, getting all the knowledge-based solutions to the problems that are there. So we work in different areas, which we call it as the verticals. We work in 5 different verticals. We have health as one of our vertical, environment and sustainability as one of our second vertical. Then we have electric mobility, then big data and AI, and capacity building. So the training program, especially for the teachers, the students, for professionals that we all do it under the umbrella of capacity building vertical. And under capacity building vertical, as I mentioned, we do a lot of training programs. So when we say training program, it is the skill development of people who are there in the city. May that be students or professionals who are already doing jobs in certain industries or in any sort of setup they are right now. And especially we have a STEM education program at Pune Knowledge Cluster where we do teacher training and students training. So we have programs where we are doing digital training for students. And as a part of that, we are also doing training for teachers. So this particular workshop or session that you're attending today is part of a program which is called as Teach with Tech. And this particular program is funded by Lenovo India. So we are here today for this very interesting workshop or a session by Ms. Shanti Pise. So I am here to introduce Shanti, and she is first of all a very nice human being. She is a good friend of mine. So this is off records, unofficial, and officially now talking about Shanti. So she is a mathematician by training. She has a master's in mathematics. She is pursuing her PhD in education right now. And she has a vast experience of 17 years in teaching. So teaching at various levels from school to school students, to teachers, to a teacher training college, which we call it as a B.Ed college. She was principal at one of the B.Ed colleges in Pune for a long time. And she is now into education outreach, specifically maths education outreach. So she is part of IISER Pune. She is a principal technical officer at IISER Pune, and she is handling one of the major outreach program there, which is IRISE. So she's a coordinator of that IRISE program there. So yes, and apart from teaching, she does lot of other activities, which you can also see in the small write-up which we had shared about her in the poster of this workshop. She is a yoga trainer. She is into dancing. She is going to teach, or she teaches mathematics with lot of art associated with it. So as new education policy also focuses on STEM education, not only STEM, it moreover focuses on STEAM education. So how we can incorporate art into the process of teaching. So she is the best example of this. And something very interesting that she takes when she conducts session is mathematics gym, where how you can, tell concepts of maths using some gym related activities, some hands-on activities, so which is very interesting part. So I'm sure you will definitely enjoy today's session and have a lot of interesting ideas about how we should not have misconceptions. So over to you, Shanti.
Thank you so much, Prachi, for generously, introducing me so well. I am so happy and excited to be part of today's session. And thank you, Shraddha and Bhavna, for coordinating this entire thing along with Prachi. I think so Sheetal is also around who is going to help us for technical support. So first of all, I would really like to thank PKC for giving me this opportunity, and thank you to all the teachers for coming here. There could be some mathematics enthusiasts, not really teachers, but they are really interested in mathematics. So thank you to everyone. I cannot see you all, but I would request if we can on the camera, if you can on the camera for 1 minute or so. We cannot do shake hands, we cannot see each other, but at least we can do namaskar. Yes, beautiful, na? Indian culture is so vast and so beautiful that we can do namaskar and we can wish everyone, you know, from inside. Like I'm saying namaskar to all of you, and when I am doing namaskar, do you think that is there any other way you can do namaskar? For example, if I just cross my hands and try to join and try to do it, is it possible? It's not happening, right? So this is a unique combination. And why this is a unique combination? Left hand, right hand, they are like mirror image of each other. And they are not only mirror image, they are also congruent to each other. And that is why you are making such a wonderful pattern with your hand, and which is called as namaskar. Kiti chhan hai na? Indian culture also has wonderful way of depicting mathematics with our body itself. So Sagarna namaskars. Welcome to this session. I hope all of you will enjoy and keep this in mind, because this is again going to come back. Okay. So I can see lovely smiley faces, and I hope this smile will continue till the end. Okay, after 1.5 hours also, you will be energetic and smiling as you are right now. So let's go. Let me share my screen. Today I have planned for all of you one presentation. Along with the presentation, there is also, I'm going to take you some online app also I'm going to show you all. In case if you have any questions, anything, you can unmute, you can ask me, or you can put in chat. I have very good friends who will be helping me out for the chat responses also. And I am so happy I could see my some students also, those who are my colleagues now. I can see some students here, so I'm so excited to be there with you all again. So let me share my screen. Kindly let me know if you all can see the screen. Yes, Shraddha?
Yes.
Okay, okay, thanks, Prachi.
Shanti,
Ah,
I just wanted to see there is a technical glitch. What has happened is this meeting is set for 100 participants and more people are there in the waiting room. So can I just request now everyone has filled the sorry for this glitch. I'm not going to say anything now. Over to you, Shanti.
okay, no problem. This is what happens now. Technology, how we are actually, sometimes it is very useful in connecting because, you all will be really happy that right now I am in London and it is just 11:30 morning. And also to tell you that the weather is so beautiful. So I can talk to you all being here. This is one of the advantage of technology. But yes, there could be so many glitches that we have to all understand. So thank you so much, Prachi, for thinking about all those who are just entering now. Also, I can see around.
I was feeling really bad for all the 19 people
Yeah.
we were waiting and many more actually. So
Okay.
yes, over to you, Shanti. Thanks.
So that means full है ना, house full है.
Houseful, yes. It's houseful.
Okay, okay. So थोड़ा technical glitches के बाद we will start again. I will use English and Hindi also. I will try to use both the languages. I hope it is okay with all of you. And let me share my screen. You can see the screen, right?
Yes, Shanti, you can see.
Yeah. Okay, great. तो क्या दिख रहा है आप लोगों को? कुछ रिस्पॉन्सेज आप बताना चाहेंगे? आपको क्या लग रहा है? Looking at this, what you are thinking? I can see some of the faces of the teachers. मुझे भय का वातावरण दिख रहा है. थोड़ा डर लग रहा है सबको, कुछ किसी को अच्छा लग रहा है. As if 3D image, it is coming on you.
So
Is it
we are
happening
getting
like that?
responses in the chat box that we are seeing symbols, operators.
Okay, the symbols,
formulas.
right? Yeah. So I hope all of you might be feeling that these all symbols are coming towards you, right? When you see on a bigger screen, इसको हमने बहुत बड़े स्क्रीन पे किया होता तो आपको एकदम ऐसे लगता कि ये ना 3D के हिसाब से आपके इसमें आ रहा है. जैसे हम एवेटार मूवी में जाते हैं और अंदर जाते हैं ना उसके, तो वैसे ही आज हम लोग ये मैथमेटिक्स के जर्नी में जाने वाले हैं. And when we are doing this journey, we have to understand what are the misconceptions in mathematics that could be like a barrier in our journey. But what to do? I'm going to take you to a mathematics session today. So आज आपको ऐसा फील होगा कि आप लोग हम एक साथ हैं, साथ में बैठे और साथ में बैठकर ये सेशन एंजॉय करने वाले हैं. Though you are sitting at your home, at your school or in any places, but right now we all are together. I can see 131 participants together. So we all are a community today and we all will be participating in this. I hope this participation is very important. Whatever you feel like, if you want to give response through chat, if you want to unmute, if you want to nod your head or give thumbs up, any form of response is really important. So I really wish all of you to please give me responses so that we can do our best to make this more interactive. So let me take you to this very important question. So what do you think? आपको क्या लगता है कि सबसे biggest problem क्या है, challenge क्या है? What do you think in excelling in math? Anybody would like to unmute and speak, or anybody would like to put in chat?
Yeah, so people are putting in the chat fear, regular practice, phobia, and all.
Phobia. क्वेश्चन आप फिर से देखिए, बिगेस्ट बैरियर, सबको ऐसा लगता है कि बिगेस्ट बैरियर क्या है, और ये मतलब अभी वी आर आस्किंग टीचर्स, दिस वाज आस्क्ड to more than 1,000 students, and it was a research that was carried out by Forbes, and I can see some of your responses is concept not clear. Yes, Sujit ji बोलिए, सुजीत कुमार जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं?
They are unable to unmute the thing.
He's unable to unmute. Okay. ओके तो आप टाइप कर सकते हैं यस कि आप मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स, मोस्ट ऑफ यू आर सेइंग दैट मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट से प्रॉब्लम है, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स बेसिक्स क्लियर नहीं है, इसीलिए ये बैरियर है मैथ्स के लिए, राइट? तो अभी देखते हैं स्टूडेंट्स को क्या लगता है. ओके, व्हाट द स्टूडेंट्स फील लाइक. You can see the infographic in front of you. And this, as I told you, this was more than 1,000 teachers or 1,000 students who were given this question, and maximum यानी कि 25% लोगों को, बच्चों को ऐसा लगता है कि lack of motivation. Can you imagine? 25% people think that lack of imagination. 19 to 20% think that math test के ऊपर ज्यादा force है rather than understanding. And of course, as you all said, that lack of understanding of math concepts. So if we just see maximum in this field, 20 plus almost more than how much? Can you guess how much it is? More than 60-65%. This altogether, people feel like that there is a barrier. And what is this? Motivation, understanding, and मैथ्स कॉन्सेप्ट्स, इसके ऊपर हम कैसे काम कर सकते हैं. और बाकी के भी है कि फेलियर टू सी हाउ रियल लाइफ में मैथ्स है, वो भी 8.5% लोग हैं. नॉट आस्किंग फॉर हेल्प व्हेन नीडेड, जब चाहिए तब हेल्प नहीं मिलता है, और ये भी नहीं कर पाते. फियर है, या डिफिकल्टी इन फोकसिंग और नॉट इनफ प्रैक्टिस, ये सारी चीजें भी इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट वी कैन सी दैट दीज आर hardly making a portion of it. However, the maximum is what? Motivation. Maximum is what? We have to give focus to learning and understanding of mathematics concepts. So what we have to do is, we have to see somewhere as a teacher, if I can help the students to motivate to learn mathematics. ये मोटिवेशन कैसे कर सकते हैं, हम क्या कर सकते हैं? दैट इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू सी टुडे. सो व्हाट आर द थिंग्स व्हिच वी आर गोइंग टू डू नाउ. ये आपको दिख रहा है? आपको एक ट्री दिख रहा होगा, और नीचे क्या लिखा है? टीचर. यस, यस, यू कैन सी दिस. सो दिस इज व्हाट, yeah, the teacher wants to say about or describe about tree, है ना? टीचर ये बताना चाहता है. टीचर इज वेरी वेरी एक्टिव इन द क्लासरूम, एंड टीचर वांट्स टू डिस्कस अबाउट अ ट्री. बट डू यू हैव थॉट अबाउट व्हाट द स्टूडेंट परसीव इट एज? Teacher is describing a tree in this manner, and teacher has this concept of tree as lush green, sunlight is coming, and this is how the tree. But when the teacher is transferring this knowledge, because teaching is also called as transferring of knowledge, so what is happening? The student, how the student is perceiving it is also tree, it has branches. Yeah, so somewhere there is a confusion. Can you see that? Can you sense that? There is a confusion. Yeah, there are many branches, but these branches, how are these branches? There are also leaves. There are not only branches which are going in different directions, but there are also leaves. There are green color leaves. If the tree is the color of the tree, everything is important. So when you are sharing your knowledge with the students, how the students are perceiving this knowledge is also very crucial, and it decides whether it is right or wrong, or what kind of choices or decisions he or she makes. Yes, all of you would relate to this. When you are doing, sometimes you say in the classroom, "Arey, mujhe aisa nahi bolna tha." This is not I really wanted to discuss about, but this is what happens. ऐसा होता है. तो ऐसे क्यों होता है? क्या रीजन? तो आपके सामने एक ट्रायंगल है, इसको देख के आपको क्या लगता है? मैथ्स का है ना, थोड़ा मैथ्स का करना पड़ेगा हमको, है ना? What do you think about this triangle? ये देख के आपको क्या लग रहा है? Scalene, okay, Pythagoras. Okay. Acha. What about area of the triangle? Area of the triangle.
Right angle triangle, 6.
Okay,
Pythagoras triad.
Okay, Pythagoras triad. 6. Area of the triangle, some is saying, some has put Heron's formula. My God, yeah. There are like so many different kinds of formula. You are thinking perimeter. I am saying that what is the area of this triangle? Simple.
6 square units.
6 square units, yeah. So most of you are shaded part is the area. It is a right angle triangle. So most of you are thinking that it is 6. How did you come to that 6? Can anybody tell me?
Half into base into heights.
Okay, लेकिन base तो नीचे वाला होता है ना, 5. यहाँ तो नीचे तो base तो 5 है. We always tell now the base is 5 here. Can't we see?
So the answer is change the orientation.
Change the orientation. Okay, तो orientation change करेंगे तो base change हो जाएगा.
Hypotenuse is the longest.
Yeah, it is the longest side. Yes. Hypotenuse is the longest side. But why, what happened right now? If you think that I changed the orientation earlier, whenever we are discussing about base, how do we describe base to our student is really important. What we are speaking to our student, what we are communicating to our student is also very crucial. Here I said earlier that 5 is a base. Was I wrong in saying that 5 is a base here? Do you think I was wrong in saying 5 is a base? No, I was right. So 5 is a base. Anything, anybody wants to? Okay, I can see Shardul, why hand is raised. They want, he or she wants to say something.
Shardul sir, you can type your question in the chat box.
Okay.
So there is one common answer that any side can be the base.
Yes, any side can be the base depending upon the height. So what is important, if I want in the formula which I am using is half into base into height. That is, you all correctly pointed out, it is a right angle triangle. And if I want in a right angle triangle, the base as the thing wherein the height is given. The height is very important. Here I could have base 5. If I would have height here, you can see my pointer. If I want to use here, I just use this. I'll use the pen. So if you can see, so if so please excuse me for drawing it in a very shabby manner. But if I would have used this as my height, I could use 5 also as base. So any side can be base based on how the height is given. So height actually defines the base. But when we are discussing with our students, do we do such things? Yeah. So what happens is here is where some misconception starts building up. Okay. So this is where it is very important for all of us to understand. So what is misconception? It is a tendency to see the worst aspects of things or believe that the worst will happen. ये कहीं पे पढ़ा है आप लोगों ने ना? A method of giving wrong idea or impression, a process to make something more complex or less easy to understand. Yes. Yes, this was there in the pre-test. So देखो आपको pre-test के साथ हम लोग ये भी दे रहे हैं. So what is misconception? आपको ऐसे लग रहा होगा कि पहले जो आइडिया है वो क्या है? Some of you have written as a tendency to see worse things happen or of things or believe that the worst will happen. ये कब होता है? When is this tendency happening? When it is pessimistic, when you are pessimist. A method of giving wrong idea or impression is misleading, or a process to make something more complex or less easy to understand is complicated. But a mistaken idea, opinion, or view resulting from misunderstanding of something, कुछ तो opinion उन्होंने बनाया है, which is due to misunderstanding. वो समझ ही नहीं पाए कि exactly क्या है. How the orientation of the triangle was, the student didn't understand, and based on that, the student described this. Now, one more question I have for all of you. You all said that this is a Pythagorean triplet. So is this diagram drawn to the scale? I can ask this also, right? This question also I can ask whether this diagram is drawn to the scale. Do you think it is drawn to the scale? It is a right angle triangle, but it is not drawn to the scale. Absolutely correct. You can actually visualize and see. But when we give examples to our students, do we think that this scale also is important when we are showing it on the board or giving them in a question paper or worksheet? So whenever you are giving examples to solve on the board or question paper or things, please see to it the scale is there. Or you say that it is not possible for us to do it in a smaller one, so I'm just making it enlarge. Because in mind of student, 3 centimeter is actually big, because they have always seen teacher drawing 3 centimeter on the board and writing there as 3 centimeter. You are getting my point. So this visualization is also very important. And those who are using board or those who are using other means, when you are doing your or giving examples, please see to it that you describe this to the student, that these are not to the scale. And what the scale means, what happens if I make it smaller, what happens if I make it bigger. Yes, thank you, Priyanka. You always tell this to your student. This is really amazing. And showing the original figure is also very crucial. 3, 4, 5 कितना छोटा होगा, कैसा दिखेगा? 3 centimeter. Inches में लिया हुआ कितना दिखेगा, कैसे दिखेगा? That also is very important. So this is what we start with misconception. Now let me take you to the reasons for misconception. Now, what do you think? What do you think? What would be the major reasons of misconceptions? आप लोग को क्या लगता है? Yes. Any responses? क्या major reasons होंगे? Anybody wants to say?
Not understanding the concept properly.
Okay. Or less math talk. Okay.
Yes.
Basic
Complicated
concepts.
vocabulary, basic
Complicated vocabulary. Correct. Absolutely right. I can see a lot of responses right now. But let me take you to one interesting example, which was there in your pre-test also. Similar kind of example, which is the closest of 6.7 hours. Which is the right answer here? Sometimes teachers' concept is also not clear. Absolutely right. Okay. Okay. Most of you are saying that 6 hours and 42 minutes. Oh, it's not 6 hours, 70 minutes.
It's option C, many of them are saying.
Okay, but some are also saying that it can be option B also. B भी हो
Yes.
सकता है ना, 7 घंटे 10 मिनट भी तो हो सकता है. So here is where option A भी तो हो सकता है, 6 घंटे 70 मिनट. ऐसा भी हो सकता है, 6.7 hours. Yeah. So this is what I really want all of you to think about. Yes, thank you Rohit for bringing this up that ये जो हम 6.7 ले रहे हैं ये डेसिमल सिस्टम है. डेसिमल सिस्टम यानी कि 10 के हिसाब से वो काम करता है. 10 as a whole and then we are dividing it. But when we talk about hours and minutes, it doesn't work in the decimal systems, right? Do this works in the decimal system? No, it has some other form altogether. Hours and minute कितने इसमें होता है? कितने मिनट का होता है? कितना होता है? Yeah, 60, correct. 60 minutes is 1 hour, right? ये conversation है, ये लेकिन अभी मैं बोलूं 6.7 hours और मैं बोलूं 6.7. Do you think 6.7 will be more than 7 or less than 7? 6.7 है ना? Do you think it will be more than 7? It has to be less than 7. It cannot be more than 7, right? And 6 hours and 70 minutes है वहां पे. 70 minutes यानी कि almost 1 minute हो जाता है और 1 minute 10 seconds जो ही 7 घंटे 10 मिनट के हिसाब से हुआ वो भी possible नहीं है, right? Because ये तो ज्यादा हो जाएगा, है ना? So it has to come to what? Less than 6. But what does this 0.7 mean in terms of minutes? When we are taking 0.7, 6.7 in terms of minute, what does it mean? Yes, yes, Abdul sir, you want to say something?
Shraddha, can you unmute Abdul sir?
Just a minute.
Okay, by the time Abdul sir is want to say something, I would just take this forward. 0.7, what does it mean? Yes, it is more than half, very correct, but less than 3/4. यानी कि 0.7 of कितना minute होता है? कितना minute? 60, correct, 60. So 0.7 of 60 means almost 42, and hence 6 hours 42 is the right answer. Isn't it amazing to see how we frame the question and how we are getting the answer and how there is difference in getting different answers? So the reasons for misconception, as you correctly pointed out, is the concepts are not learned correctly. So learning is very important here. Sometimes it is incomplete half truths. So it is always said that, half knowledge is always dangerous. Yeah. So half truths are there. We say that this relationship is not possible right now, but later on it will be possible. Or we say that with zero, dividing with zero is not possible. It is impossible. It is not defined. But आगे जाके जब हम maths में we study maths in detail in our MSc and PhD we try to understand, yeah, it is possible. So how these incomplete half truths can be challenging. Sometimes it is also poor reasoning skills, because a lot of reasoning is needed when we think about misconceptions. There is also established idea in the mind of the student. उनके दिमाग में ये बैठ गया है कि ये ऐसे ही है. It is as if they have wore these glasses and they see through glasses, ye aise hi hai, and they think that everything would be like this.
Hello, ma'am.
Practices. Yes.
Yeah, Shanti, yeah, Shardul has a question.
Yes, yes.
Hello, ma'am. Sorry for disturbing.
Yes, yes. No, sir. Please go ahead.
Ma'am, actually, we want to clear again 6.7 hours
हाँ.
because almost we are taking 60 minutes and plus 10 minutes. It comes in the 6 plus 7 hour and 10 minutes.
Yes, yes. I'll tell you, sir. Sir, यहाँ पे 6 hours, 6 hours and 70 minutes. ऐसा है क्या? इसका मीनिंग ऐसा है क्या? 6 hours 70 minutes है क्या?
एक्चुअली वो शो तो नहीं करता है, मगर हमेशा वैसा ही समझते हैं ना.
हाँ, लेकिन शार्दुल सर, यही तो हमें मिसकंसेप्शन निकालना है. सो क्या होता है 6.7, आपको लगता है कि ये 7 से ज्यादा होगा? 7 से ज्यादा होना चाहिए क्या 6.7 जब हम कंसिडर कर रहे हैं? ये 7 से ज्यादा हो ही नहीं सकता, क्योंकि वो 6, ये देखो ना 6.7, 6.5 अगर बोलेंगे तो कितना होगा सर? आप सोचिए, अगर हम 6.5 बोलेंगे तो कितना होगा?
जनरली 6 hour 50 minutes मेंशन करते हैं ना.
50 नहीं होगा सर. 50 होगा क्या? 6.5 कितना होगा? 0.5 ऑफ एन आवर.
वो परसेंटेज में जाएगा, परसेंटेज में जाएगा.
परसेंटेज में जाएगा. या 0.5 ऑफ एन आवर कितना होगा सर? अगर हम बोलेंगे ना हाफ ऑफ एन आवर, 0.5 ऑफ एन आवर मतलब हाफ ऑफ एन आवर, है ना?
अच्छा,
है ना सर? करेक्ट ना?
यस यस.
Yes. So 0.5 of an hour is actually half an hour. जो हम लोग बोलते हैं 30 minutes.
Okay.
Isn't it? So 6.7 is also 0.7 of an hour.
Okay.
And 0.7 of an hour मतलब 0.7 of 60. That is 42 minutes.
Okay.
ठीक है?
Okay, okay.
ओके. और सर ये बहुत जरूरी है बच्चों को समझाना, बिकॉज आप देखिए जब वो 8th 9th में जाते हैं एंड 10th का होने के बाद जब वो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स एंड ऑल में जाते हैं, ऐसे तरह के प्रश्न उनको पूछे जाते हैं.
नहीं मैम, नहीं अगर अभी हम एक्चुअली अगर ऐसा अभी टीच करते हैं, अभी हम बच्चों को जहाँ आंसर लिखना है उनको ये पता है कि अभी ये नया कंसेप्ट जो है
सर ये एक्चुअली देखेंगे तो नया नहीं है, बट दिस इज हाउ इट इज.
रॉन्ग दे देंगे भी.
करेक्ट. सो ये मिसकंसेप्शन का ही पार्ट है सर. वी ऑल हैव टू थिंक अबाउट दिस, है ना? हमें सभी को ये सोचना चाहिए इसके बारे में. लेकिन थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने ये पूछा, इसकी वजह से ये अच्छी से और हम डिस्कस कर पाए. सो यही है सर कि ये आइडियाज ना हम बच्चों के माइंड में कैसे एस्टैब्लिश करें. ये जो नेक्स्ट पॉइंट है अभी, एस्टैब्लिशिंग आइडियाज इन द माइंड ऑफ स्टूडेंट, हाउ वी कैन एस्टैब्लिश दिस आइडियाज, कि ये 0.7 हमको मिनट एंड आवर के हिसाब से करना है. टाइम जो है वो मिनट एंड आवर के हिसाब से होता है, और जिसमें 60 का राउंड होता है, और डेसिमल होता है 10 का. हाँ, डेसिमल 10 पॉइंट का होता है. तो एक्चुअली वो बेस के हिसाब से है. अभी हम उतना डिटेल में नहीं जाएंगे, लेकिन हम जस्ट टेलिंग यू, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है सर. इसी के साथ हम डेसिमल सिस्टम, हम टाइम के हिसाब से कर सकते हैं. वी कैन ऑल्सो डिस्कस देम अबाउट बाइनरी सिस्टम, जो अभी कंप्यूटर्स एंड आगे दूसरे इसमें फील्ड में बहुत यूज होता है. बाइनरी सिस्टम 0 और 1 के हिसाब से होता है. तो वो भी कैसे डेवलप होता है, ये भी हम बच्चों को अच्छी तरह से ऐसे एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं. ओके. Thank you sir. And next is reasons for one of the major reason of misconception is exam oriented approach. हम सब क्यों कर रहे हैं? एग्जाम के लिए. ये एग्जाम में आने वाला है क्या? कितने मार्क्स के लिए आने वाला है? 20 मार्क्स के लिए, 30 मार्क्स के लिए, और जितने मार्क्स के लिए आएगा उसके हिसाब से हम इस पे प्रिपेयर करेंगे. ऐसा होता है. Isn't it? Most of the time it is exam oriented approach that actually is a major reason for developing misconceptions. So let us try to find out the effects of misconceptions. If you can see, it is like an arrow. It is just pointing downwards. पहले confusion से start होता है, failure in understanding new built up concept, mistakes, common mistakes होते हैं, problem होता है, difficulty होती है, low scoring होने लगता है, fear होने लगता है बाद में, और eventually students start hating mathematics. आप देखिए पहले simple confusion से start हुआ, ये जो एक छोटी सी लाइन है, ये बाद में इंक्रीज होते होते इतना बड़ा एक इम्पैक्ट करता है स्टूडेंट के लाइफ में। आगे जाके स्टूडेंट हमेशा क्या बोलते हैं, मैथ्स बाप रे, मैथ्स ये ऐसे करके उनके दिमाग में ये फियर बैठ जाता है। दीज आर द इफेक्ट्स ऑफ मिसकंसेप्शंस। इसको कैसे करे, क्या करे, तो ये भी एक क्वेश्चन आपके दिमाग में होगा कि विच ऑफ दीज इज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 6। इसका आंसर भी आप लोगों ने किया होगा, उसमें दूसरे हैं लेकिन इसमें हमने दिया था। तो आपने मल्टीपल में क्या आपने आंसर डाला है, क्या आंसर होगा इसका?
48.
ओके 100% लोगों ने 48 लिखा होगा। 1 नहीं है मल्टीपल, 3 नहीं है मल्टीपल। वन और 3 भी तो मल्टीपल है, क्यों आप 48 बोल रहे हैं? पूजा कुमारी जी बोल रहे हैं कि फैक्टर्स है। हाय दे आर फैक्टर्स, 1 and 3 आर द फैक्टर्स, दे आर नॉट मल्टीपल। हाउ 3? करेक्ट। सो मल्टीपल कौन है यहाँ पे? मल्टीपल यानी कि 6 को जब हम again we keep on multiplying, then we get the number that is 48, as you correctly table of 6, in the table of 6, correct. 1 and 3 are the factors of 6. So ये फैक्टर और मल्टीपल का कॉन्सेप्ट भी ना बच्चों को इतना कंफ्यूज करता है, और बाद में जाके जब उनको ब्रैकेट में जो प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं या अलजेब्रा के प्रॉब्लम्स होते हैं वो भी उनको और डिफिकल्ट होने लगते हैं। तो सिंपल है, मल्टीपल क्या है, फैक्टर क्या है, अगर ये बच्चे को समझ सके और उसी के हिसाब से हाईएस्ट कॉमन फैक्टर मतलब क्या और लीस्ट कॉमन मल्टीपल LCM LCF मतलब क्या, अगर ये हम बच्चों को कहीं समझा सके, so what is factors responsible for and what is multiple responsible for, अगर हम ये कहीं पे बच्चों को क्लियर कर सके तो बहुत इंटरेस्टिंगली हम उनके मिसकंसेप्शंस को दूर कर पाएंगे। अभी भी हमारे ग्रुप में काफी लोग ऐसे रहेंगे जिनको ऐसा लग रहा होगा कि अरे 1 और 3 भी तो हो सकते हैं, लेकिन 1 ऑफ कोर्स इज वो मल्टीप्लीकेशन 1 के साथ 6 के साथ हम लोग हमेशा उसको डिवाइड कर सकते हैं, लेकिन यू विल व्हाट इट इज अ फैक्टर ऑफ 6। 3 is also a factor of 6, but 48 is a multiple, वो उसके टेबल में है, उसके साथ हम उसको जब हम मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे तो इट विल कम लाइक दैट। सो दैट इज व्हाट इट इज इंटरेस्टिंग। यस रत्ना मैम, आप जैसे बोल रहे हैं कि प्राइम एंड कंपोजिट नंबर पे भी बच्चों के साथ काफी होता है, तो अगर हम शुरुआत से ही बिगिनिंग से ही बच्चों को अगर मल्टीपल क्या है, फैक्टर क्या है, सिंपल चीजें से अगर थोड़ा सा करा के लेके जाए एंड कुछ ऐसे एग्जाम्पल उनके सामने लेके आए जिससे वो थोड़ा सोचने पे मजबूर हो जाए, because this is also one of the aim, right, of teaching mathematics. So I hope all of you have got this point, the effect of misconception. And now the next question, which is very important, that can we change misconceptions? मिसकंसेप्शंस को चेंज कर सकते हैं, क्या लगता है आप लोगों को? स्टूडेंट आर कंफ्यूज्ड विद HCF एंड LCM। यस, ओके, क्या लगता है आपको, कैन वी चेंज मिसकंसेप्शन? मिसकंसेप्शंस तो एकदम ऐसे एकदम उनके आइडियाज है, ओपिनियन है, एकदम उनके दिमाग में वो बैठ गए हैं, तो हम चेंज कैसे कर सकते हैं क्या पॉसिबल है? Okay, so most of you are saying yes, we can change. I'm so happy and thrilled that you think that by activity, through communication, we can change this misconceptions. लेकिन आपके सामने अभी एक ये है, एक statement मैंने लिखा हुआ है, all right angle triangles are similar. प्रवीण मोदक जी बोल रहे हैं कि not necessary. आप लोग को क्या लगता है? Anybody wants to argue? Because argument is very important. Maybe, not always, not necessary. ये थोड़े से ऐसे आंसर्स So not necessary, not all. Okay, not all. Okay. शरद जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? Yes. शरद जी, आप कुछ बोलना चाहते हैं? Okay, maybe we can see, sir, you please type your question or you keep this question. We can discuss this thing. Okay, so answer true भी है, कुछ लोग true बोल रहे, कुछ लोग false बोल रहे, लेकिन अभी 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 आप देखिए क्या होगा. Now just see. आपके सामने कुछ हुआ, दिख रहा है आपको सभी को? Yes, all of you can see this now. And now you can think about the question again. So what happened was, you had earlier two examples which were satisfying the condition. That were satisfying the condition. Now you have two more examples which are not satisfying the condition. Do you understand what does this mean? So if we can see to the students that by changing the conceptual framework of student, जो उनके conceptual framework एक बार fixed हो जाता है, उसको हम नया कुछ उसमें डाल सकते हैं, उसमें हम नया कुछ लेके आ सकते हैं जिससे वो बदलने के chances ज्यादा होंगे. So we have to try something new, change a frame of mind, change in own belief system, and own cognition has to be changed. See, we can try to bring different. We can try to bring different areas and fields through which we can try to do this, right? Now let me take you to, can I identify students that have misconception? Yes, there are some repeated misconceptions. There are some mistakes that mostly students do by being vigilant and by various assessment tasks, especially formative assessment tasks. If we can give formative assessment task, it would be really useful for the students. And in the class also, you will understand. So misconceptions बच्चों के बहुत अच्छे से हम समझ सकते हैं if we have formative assessment task. Now let me take you to here. एक example है आपके लिए. आपको पता है ये वाले आपने देखे होंगे ऐसे type के examples जो बच्चे बहुत बार करते हैं. What it is, x plus y is equal upon x is equal to 3, or a student immediately cut x and they say that y is equal to 3. ऐसा हुआ है आपके साथ? जब भी आप मोस्टली न्यू अलजेब्रा के कंसेप्ट सिखाते हैं तो ऐसे टाइप के स्टूडेंट्स बहुत टाइम गलतियां करते हैं, मिस्टेक्स करते हैं. लेकिन ये ऐसे क्यों कर रहे हैं, क्या कर रहे हैं, ये समझ में आना कि गर्ल्स है या बॉयज है. यहाँ पे मुझे girls and boys के मतलब in terms of gender also how it is different, that also it is very interesting to understand. So x plus y, जैसे अभी आपने बोला कि x plus y is equal to 3x, ये concept है और यहाँ पे बच्चे कट करते हैं मोस्टली नंबर्स. अभी मैंने यहाँ पे एक वेरिएबल लिया है, if there is number also they start cutting the number and they start trying to find out. So yes, this is very important for us also to think about how to identify the student who are doing such type of mistakes, who are trying to do it. So are there some common topics that are attracted toward misconceptions? So आपके सामने मैंने कुछ topics भी रखे हैं. ये सारे topics जब भी बच्चे इसके बारे में करते कि mensuration हो गया, factorization हो गया, rational numbers, irrational numbers, फंडामेंटल थ्योरम ऑफ अरिथमेटिक, ये सारे रिसर्च बेस्ड टॉपिक्स है जो नॉट ओनली इन इंडिया बट अक्रॉस द ग्लोब, यू नो, सारे ग्लोब में हर जगह बच्चे इन टॉपिक्स में डिस्कस करते समय उनमें मिसकंसेप्शंस आते हैं. तो एज अ टीचर कैन आई do an effort when I'm teaching such topics? Can I make an effort? That is what I have to understand. So good question I want to ask. सबसे important है कि एक अच्छा सवाल पूछना. अच्छा सवाल पूछना क्यों जरूरी है? अब ये देखो, ऐसा सवाल होते हैं स्कूल में. This is mainly it is from primary. Tom has 8 apples, Kate has 13 apples. So what is the question? Question क्या होगा? ऐसे क्वेश्चंस हम पूछते हैं एज अ टीचर, या क्वेश्चंस क्या होगा रियल लाइफ एप्लीकेशन से? I don't want to take you to total apples. How many are the total apples? Yes. And what is this? The good question is a good question for all the teachers. Whatever teaching style you are using, whether it is individual, teacher or technology, whatever you are using, how many more Kate has, how many more Kate has, right? How many more apple Kate has? This is again very interesting. So how you ask question. और एक बात इंटरेस्टिंग बात बता रही हूँ, आपके पास जो इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चंस होंगे उसी को लेके दूसरे टीचर्स भी यूज कर सकते हैं. तो आपके क्वेश्चंस बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है जो भी आप यूज करेंगे. नॉट ओनली क्वेश्चंस, आप आंसर क्या देते हैं वो भी इंपॉर्टेंट है ना? ऑप्शंस क्या देते हैं? द रूट, स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 9 इज 3. ट्रू, फॉल्स, एंड आंसर इज ऑल्सो. और एक क्या है ऑप्शन? हु केयर्स. This is in a funny way, but many students look actually forward to this class. So math class में हमेशा प्रॉब्लम होता है कि क्वेश्चंस एंड प्रॉब्लम्स लेके आके एकदम उसको ड्राई एंड ऐसे बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट बनाते हैं. Yes. Can we make it more interesting? Can we add little bit of fun, little bit of इसमें ह्यूमर अगर हम लेके आ सकते हैं तो क्या होगा? So that is what we have to think about. So I have one more question for all of you. This is my favorite questions. Which one doesn't belong? Can you think of? Can you think of? Which one doesn't belong? अब मैं इसको थोड़ा सा और कॉम्प्लिकेटेड करती हूँ आपके लिए. ओके, पूजा जी बोल रहे हैं कि ऑल आर स्पेसिफिक, मेनी आंसर पॉसिबल. ओ वाह. ओके, ग्रेट. सो फर्स्ट मोस्टली जो मैं देख रही हूँ रिस्पॉन्सेस, उसमें ऐसे दिख रहा है कि -3 को बोल रहे हैं जो स्क्वायर के हिसाब से आया है. तो यहाँ पे मैंने ABCD ऐसे नहीं दिया है, मैंने आपको क्या दिया है? फिगर्स दिए हैं कि each one has a specific, different in specific aspect. Very good. Priyanka ji, thank you so much आपके response के लिए. I know all of you are thinking about different possible ways how it is different. For example, this is -3x square has a square term, hence it can be different. -3x raised to 0 भी हम लिख सकते हैं. In terms of this, 3x भी different हो सकता है because वहाँ पे negative symbol नहीं है. So there are certain justification through which we can actually try to understand which one doesn't belong to the group. This kind of which one doesn't belong activity can help you or make your life very much easier for your students also, and to identify where is the misconception that they are having. जब वो डिस्क्रिप्शन देंगे इसका, जब वो इसका एक्सप्लेनेशन देंगे, तब आपको भी ये पता चलेगा कि कहाँ पे ये मेजर प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है. सो विच वन डजंट बिलोंग? आंसर इज all are unique, all have different justifications. Each one can be different with proper justification. और ये justification हमें अपने स्टूडेंट्स को समझने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है, उनके मिसकंसेप्शंस को समझने के लिए बहुत जरूरी है. So let all students write down this justification, what they have, discuss in the group, in their group, and come out with various options, with various things. This can be a very good activity which you can run in your classroom. इसका मैं आपको नीचे लिंक है, मैं आपको शेयर भी करने वाली हूँ इसका which one doesn't belong का. इसी के साथ diagnostic questions, जैसे डॉक्टर डायग्नोस करता है, यहाँ प्रॉब्लम है, यहाँ प्रॉब्लम है। वैसे आप डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चंस बना सकते हैं, और ये कैसे कर सकते हैं, ग्रुप ऑफ टीचर्स भी आप साथ में आके, आप स्टूडेंट्स का भी हेल्प लेके ये क्वेश्चंस बना सकते हैं, जिससे आपको वैल्यूएबल इंसाइट मिलेगा। डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चंस कैसे होते हैं, क्या लगता है आपको? एनीथिंग, एनी गेस? डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चंस मतलब कैसे होंगे? एनी गेस? अभी जो अभी मैंने आपके सामने जो क्वेश्चंस रखे थे, अलग अलग टाइप के, टाइम से रिलेटेड या प्रीवियस नॉलेज से रिलेटेड, और अभी जो मैंने कुछ क्वेश्चंस और उसके ऑप्शंस रखे थे, दोज आर आल्सो डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चंस। टू मेक अ गुड डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चन, दे कैन बी आंसर्ड इन 30 सेकेंड्स। ऐसा ही होना चाहिए, सिंपल होना चाहिए, बहुत ज्यादा स्टेप्स नहीं होने चाहिए, एंड इनकरेक्ट आंसर से भी हमें कुछ सीखना चाहिए। ऐसे आपको ऑप्शंस अगर आप दे रहे हैं, ऐसे होने चाहिए वेदर द स्टूडेंट हैव अराइव टू अ राइट आंसर नॉट, ये भी समझना बहुत जरूरी है। सो डायग्नोस्टिक क्वेश्चंस कैसे अच्छे बने, ये भी इंपॉर्टेंट है। अभी देयर आर सर्टेन helpful tricks which can be really useful for all of you. Right now I'm not going through the details because I have to check on time also. What I am going to do is I will share this PPT. I'm also writing a small blog on this. I will share this blog also with all of you, and so that you can also, put your responses in it. But right now I just wanted to share some tips for all of you. आप यहाँ पे देख सकते हैं, और मैं आपको बाद में भी अगर आपको चाहिए तो I can discuss with you. But right now I'm not going into very much detail. But I want to go into this. This one of the question as a square fits into a circle better than a circle fits into a square. What do you notice? What do you wonder? Yes, Mangal ji, आपने correct बोला है कि understand the thought process of the person answering. It is correct. Yes. How can we understand the thought process? That is really important. Yes. इसका क्या आंसर हो सकता है? What do you think? A square fits into a circle better than a circle fits into a square. Circle fits better in a square. Okay, Meenakshi.
Does that mean a circumcircle?
Okay, circumcircle?
Yeah, right.
Square in a... Okay.
That's
Okay,
what we are
is why I'm
saying.
saying. Okay, so अभी आपके सामने, अभी आपको दिखेगा. This is there.
Yeah, actually both are same. Even I feel.
Both are same. अभी थोड़ी देर पहले आपका कुछ अलग ओपिनियन था जब आपने सिर्फ स्क्रिप्ट
No.
पढ़ा.
I was asking you that do you mean circumcircle and incircle? My voice was not audible to you.
Oh, okay. Yes. Circumcircle and incircle. That is a concept we always, teach to our students. But
Correct.
हाँ, हम पढ़ाते हैं उनको ये कॉन्सेप्ट. और कैसे पढ़ाते हैं? ये कंस्ट्रक्शन में है.
Yeah,
How
that
do
is
we-
using triangle.
हाँ, ये हम क्या करते हैं? ट्रायंगल के साथ करते हैं, and ये कंस्ट्रक्शन में है. We tell them that this is a point in construction. But if we really want to understand this, some difficult, conversation, if we really want to create with the student, we can have some prompts ready for them. This is called as mathematical inquiry. जैसे हम misconceptions के बात कर रहे हैं, we want our student to talk about mathematics, to communicate with mathematics, such that it is easy for them to understand. है ना? So if we really want to do this, हमें ऐसे प्रश्न पूछने पड़ेंगे. And this is also a very good resource. I will share this with all of you. आप इसके बारे में और भी आगे कर सकते हैं. इसे कैसे लेना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए, स्टेप वाइज अप्रोच ये दिया हुआ है. इंक्वायरी मैथ करके ये वेबसाइट है, इसमें आप इसको कर सकते हैं. तो आई एम नॉट गोइंग इनटू वेरी मच डिटेल, आई एम जस्ट गिविंग यू अ फ्लेवर हाउ थिंग्स आर. इफ यू वांट वी कैन डिस्कस दिस इन डिटेल. आप लोग को अगर इसमें कुछ पूछना है, इसमें कुछ क्वेश्चंस है ना, हम इसको बहुत अच्छी तरह से और भी कर सकते हैं, मे बी सम टाइम लेटर. बट राइट नाउ आई जस्ट वांटेड टू शेयर दिस क्विकली. आई एम गोइंग टू डू दिस. Next is quick fix. ये मैथमेटिक्स टीचर्स एज वेल एज जो बच्चे क्लासेस में जाते हैं ना, उनके लिए ये बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। जैसे कि बॉडमास एंड पेमडास, आपको पता होगा ना ये मोस्टली बॉडमास का, या बॉडमास रूल या पेमडास रूल, यस या। सो आप लोग को क्या लगता है कि गिविंग स्टूडेंट क्विक फिक्सेस, ये ना ऐसा करो, ये फॉर्मूला है, इसको ऐसे ले लो और इसको ऐसे कर दो और हो जाएगा आंसर, डू यू थिंक इट ऑलवेज हेल्प्स? थोड़ा सोचिए, जब भी हम उनको शॉर्टकट या ट्रिक दे रहे हैं या इजी वे दे रहे हैं, हमेशा इजी वे में हमेशा हेल्प होगा, इसका हमको थोड़ा देखना चाहिए। एंड देयर आर लाइक वेरियस निमोनिक डिवाइसेस, है ना, जो बहुत सारी चीजें यूज करते, लेकिन डू वी से दैट मोस्ट पावरफुल ऑपरेशंस नीड टू गो फर्स्ट? डू वी से दैट? वी नेवर डिस्कस दिस। क्यों ब्रैकेट पहले होना चाहिए? क्यों हमेशा जो पावर में है, जो एक्सपोनेंशियल्स है, वो पहले करना चाहिए? क्यों मल्टीप्लिकेशन पहले करना चाहिए? क्यों एडिशन एंड सब्ट्रैक्शन बाद में करना चाहिए? इसका रीजन क्या है? दिस रीजन इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एंड द आंसर इज हियर इन वन सेंटेंस, मोस्ट पावरफुल operations first. Isn't it important for the student to understand? Yes. So the next thing that the quick fix का एक ही है कि worst thing, ये Andy Martinson is saying that the worst thing about mnemonics is they always fall apart and don't encourage understanding, not even justify anything. It is only to do it fast, but it kills curiosity and creativity. अगर आप देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे, what is it? If you see that everyone is individual, have so much of characteristics with them, but when they come out of this system, the system that we are talking about, everyone tends to do in the same way. So can we instill creativity and critical thinking? ये दो सबसे important aspects है, न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ने भी इसको मेन इंपॉर्टेंस दिया है। तो क्विक फिक्स से ये हमें जल्दी नहीं मिल सकता है। So somewhere we have to talk about why things are happening. इसका रीजन क्या है, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग क्या है, ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है। सो दिस इज व्हाट आई थिंक इज इम्पोर्टेंट। एंड as Prachi also said that I'm exploring various ways of teaching mathematics, and my PhD topic is also making mathematics meaningful with moments, and I'm incorporating dance in mathematics, और उससे हम बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग मैथमेटिक्स प्रॉब्लम्स कैसे सॉल्व कर सकते हैं, इसके बारे में मैं रिसर्च कर रही हूँ। इस रिसर्च के लिए भी मुझे आप सबका हेल्प चाहिए। आई वांट योर सपोर्ट इन दिस। I wish I would do more in this, and इसी को करते करते एक इंटरेस्टिंग पैटर्न जो जॉय ऑफ एक्सप्लोरेशन मुझे बच्चों के साथ इसमें एक्सपेरिमेंट करके मिला है, इज अल्जेब्रिक एक्सप्रेशन जब वो सॉल्व कर रहे थे और उनके साथ जब मैंने ये एक्टिविटीज डिजाइन किया, what I found was the students were enacting the moments together. They were writing equations, they were conjecturing, they were testing by acting, and also deriving various patterns and making three-dimensional space में कैसे मूव करना है अपने आप को with algebraic thinking involved. So ये सारी चीजें भी हम ट्राई कर रही हूँ। मूवमेंट्स को हम मैथ्स के साथ कैसे लेके आए, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट जो चीजें हैं उसको हम जनरल या कॉन्क्रीट फॉर्म में कैसे लेके आ सके, इसके बारे में मैं एक्सप्लोर कर रही हूँ। एंड एज आई टोल्ड यू, दिस इज इन इन द बिगिनिंग स्टेज, आई वांट टू एक्सप्लोर मोर। एंड जैसे प्राची ने बताया कि जिम डांस मैं कराती हूँ, तो जिम डांस इज वन ऑफ द वे आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू दिस। देयर आर आल्सो अदर एक्टिविटीज आई एम एक्सप्लोरिंग। Soon I'll be discussing about this also, these activities also with all of you. And finally, I just wanted to say that we all believe in this, that mathematics is equal to science of patterns. The new or the latest definition says that, and pattern is everywhere. It is in the birds, how they are flying. It is in the trees. It is in the branches. It is in the leaves. It is in the flower, which you can see. It is in the sun, the rays of the sun, right? So everywhere we can see different patterns. और इस पैटर्न को समझ के अगर हम बच्चों में ये डाल सके कि इन पैटर्न्स को देखो, इनको एंजॉय करो, and that is how you will learn mathematics, and that will be useful for you in your future life also. If we can think about this, I think so it will be really useful. Prachi, how much time do I have now? Hello, Prachi?
So, yes, Shanti, we can have some time, like how much you want to complete?
हाँ, एक 5 minutes और मुझे एक
Yes.
I wanted
have
to
time.
show. हाँ, ये तो मैंने आपको दिखाया कि ये प्रेजेंटेशन के हिसाब से कैसे हम इसको व्हाट इज मिसकंसेप्शंस. एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग ऐप है जिसको मैं आपको जस्ट अभी एक ग्लांस एट अ ग्लांस आई विल शो यू. यू कैन वर्क ऑन दिस ऐप लेटर, लाइक इफ आई जस्ट Okay, you can work on this app. As I said, it is very interesting. There are many things. I will share the links also with all of you. Right now, you can see my screen. Yeah, so this is called as Desmos. And Desmos is really very, very interesting app because here, this is specially made by teachers. टीचर्स ने बनाया है इस ऐप को, और मैथमेटिशियंस ने इसको डेवलप किया है. तो टीचर्स एंड मैथमेटिशियंस दे हैव कम टुगेदर एंड डेवलप दिस. और ये कोऑर्डिनेट ज्योमेट्री स्पेशली अभी यहाँ पे मैं ज्योमेट्री का भी कर रही हूँ क्योंकि बहुत सारा अलजेब्रा के बारे में डिस्कस किया, बट ज्योमेट्री एंड अलजेब्रा इंटरफेस कैसे हो सकते हैं कोऑर्डिनेट सिस्टम में, ये बहुत अच्छी से हो सकता है. तो अभी जैसे अभी यहाँ पे आप देख रहे हैं, इट्स लाइक अ गेम. You can talk to student and you can ask them like this is like a target. ये target को हमको करना है bull's eye. We have to hit to the target. तो मैं क्या responses लिखूं x और y में जिससे कि वो जो मेरा target hit होना चाहिए. आपको क्या लगता है? Any responses? Any responses in the target? क्या number लिखूं मैं x में? 0. अच्छा 0. हाँ देखो मैं लिख रही हूँ वन ऑफ द रिस्पॉन्सेज. डू यू थिंक 0 लिखने से वो टारगेट में आएगा? नहीं आ रहा है.
3 and 6 is one response.
3 and 6. चलो 3 and 6 फटाफट में डालती हूँ. यहाँ पे आपका आंसर है 3 और यहाँ पे किसी ने बोला है 6. ओ अच्छा मुझे ऐसा करना था. Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't see the below and that was confusion. 3 or 6. You are very close. As if you are playing dart. अच्छा मुझे equation भी दे दिया है.
2.5 and 6.
Okay, I should do 2.5 and 6. Okay, let me see 2.5. Oh, very close. Kanchan, कौन थे ये? जयश्री मैम, थैंक यू. वेरी क्लोज. 2 and 6 में आपको लगता है आ जाएगा? 2 and 6 थोड़ा सा उस तरफ हो गया है. ओके 2.3. ओके 2.3 and 6 देखो ये एकदम बहुत अच्छी तरह से आया है. वेरी नाइस. 2.4. yes, you can go on improvising in this way and you can try to find out the answer which is exactly you want. 6 और 5.9 ले लूं अगर मैं सपोज, तो देखो थोड़ा और क्लोज आ गया. या 5.9 लेने से भी और क्लोज आ गया. So trying to find out what would be the x coordinate and y coordinate and trying to explore the target. So similarly here one more way, this is for practice. So आप क्या कर सकते हैं बच्चों के साथ, ये आप responses, you can ask for their responses. So what will be in x coordinate, what will be in y coordinate, and how this target will be exactly fitting here. So यहाँ का क्या response होगा? अभी तक आपको क्या लगता है? Would it be same? Because any responses as such? Think about 3.5 and 2.2. Oh, good. You are अभी एकदम decimal systems में चले गए. 3.5 and 2.2. Okay, let me see whether it is coming. Oh, very close, very close. Up, you are getting what happened right now. आपने जो पहले आंसर्स दिया था वो एकदम ऐसे नंबर्स में था. पहला आंसर 0 से शुरू हुआ, देन आपने होल नंबर्स में देना शुरू किया, एंड नाउ यू आर improvising in your answers by giving it in decimal system, right? Absolutely correct. Thank you so much. So you can go on doing this, and there can be negative, in second quadrant, in third quadrant, in fourth quadrant. आने के बाद जब you will not have at that time, point of references, the line of references x and y coordinate नहीं है, लेकिन उसमें भी अगर आप ये कर सके तो कैसे करेंगे? अभी यहाँ पे तो बिल्कुल ही मतलब वो कोऑर्डिनेट का स्क्वायर्स भी अभी नहीं है, तो वहां पे आप कैसे करेंगे? ग्राफ के हिसाब से भी नहीं है. सो इट हेल्प्स द स्टूडेंट्स नाउ टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ थिंग्स कैन, how with the help of game and also with the help of responses, how you can go on finding the answer. So this is a very interesting way. This is called as Desmos. ये तो अभी एक एक्टिविटी मैंने जैसे अभी आपको दिखाया है कि ये ऐसे टीचर्स का है. इट इज फ्री, यू कैन लॉग इन फ्री एंड यू कैन यूज various activities. This was about the coordinate plane activity. I also do the plane activity. Some of you here have done with me. This is one thing. Then we have ST mystery also. ST mystery भी मैंने कुछ आप लोगों को शेयर किया था, वो भी मैं अभी शेयर करूंगी. ST mystery के साथ हम लोग उनको फिजिकली भी दिखा सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी आप देखिए, ये आपको ये लोशन का बॉटल है. आपको क्या लगता है कितना इसका इसमें कितना वॉल्यूम होगा, कितना मिलीलीटर? नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट मिलीलीटर. हाउ मच मिलीलीटर वुड बी देयर? इसमें लिखा होता है. Any guesses? You can ask students how many milliliter capacity would be. Oh, very close. My God, maximum of you are saying 500, and it is 500. It is 500 milliliter. Very good. 500. क्या guess था आप लोगों का? Amazing, हाँ? Amazing. बहुत सारे लोग लोशन यूज करते हैं शायद से. अभी ये अगर 500 मिलीलीटर है तो ये कितना होगा? आप समझ रहे हैं क्या? ये अगर 500 है और ये अगर आप बोले कि आई कैन गेट 100, ओके 100, 200, 150. यस, दिस इज अराउंड 50. दिस इज अराउंड, इसका कैपेसिटी 50 है. अगर इसका कैपेसिटी 50 है तो इसका कितना होगा? आप समझ रहे हैं क्या? सो taking into account students perception, misconceptions की हम बात कर रहे हैं. बहुत सारी चीजें उनके फिजिकल सराउंडिंग से अगर हम लेके आके उनसे अगर कर सके, और इसी को हम अगर आगे मल्टीपल के फॉर्म में लेके जा सके कि हाउ पावर इट इज एक्चुअली एक्सपोनेंशियली हाउ इट इज ग्रोइंग. सो एक्सपोनेंशियल ग्रोथ क्या होता है, कैसे होता है, ये अगर हम समझा सके बच्चों को. सिंपल चीजें देखो, एकदम जो घर में अवेलेबल था वो लाके हमने दिखाया. एंड वी ट्राई टू एस्टिमेट, वी ट्राई टू मेक देम दिस एज अ गेम फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स. So उनको लगता है कि yes, this is there something which I am trying to use it. And I mean there are many more things right now, but I'll just take you to the almost final slide of my presentation. That is a takeaway. So diagnostic teaching, pedagogical innovations, being conscious about every statement that I utter for mathematics in front of students, understanding teachers, my belief systems, assessment, that is diagnostic again, reading articles and research in the area of misconceptions, doing action research, and most important is participating in capacity building workshops for better teaching, just like you are doing now, right? So ये सारे resources हैं, मैं आपको share करूँगी resources. I would really like to thank you, and not only thank you raised to N. You can see this beautiful scenery. This is the place I'm staying here. This is called Harpenden. It is in a small town in near London, and this is of beautiful fall season का जो है वहाँ के. अभी आपको guess करना है कितने leaves fall हुए. यहाँ पे कितने लीव्स थे इस पेड़ में, उसको आपको एस्टिमेट करना है। और उतना ही आप सबको मेरी तरफ से थैंक यू, धन्यवाद। जितने लीव्स गिर रहे हैं उतने नए लीव्स अभी आएंगे, बिकॉज इट इज स्प्रिंग टाइम नाउ, न्यू लीव्स विल कम। एंड आई होप जैसे न्यू लीव्स आ रहे हैं वैसे ही न्यू एक्साइटमेंट आपके भी लाइफ में वैसे ही आए। अभी आप नया एकेडमिक ईयर आपका शुरू करने वाले हैं, ये एकेडमिक ईयर में भी आप थोड़ा सा डिस्कस करें अबाउट हाउ मिसकंसेप्शंस कैन बी डिस्कस। प्लान करें अपना टीचिंग इस तरह से कि इसमें नए एक्टिविटीज कैसे लेके जा सके। नए एक्टिविटीज, न्यू इनोवेशंस नॉट ओनली encourages students but it also motivates, it also encourages us। अपने को भी मजा आता है पढ़ाने में, encourage करने में। I hope you all will enjoy this mathematical journey together। Thank you so much। Any questions, anything, I'm open to।
Yes.
I'm sorry it is over time, but
No,
actually
because we had that technical glitch, we have time in hand.
शुरुआत में भी हाँ थोड़ा
Yes.
टाइम।
So thank you so much, Shanti. It was a very interesting session as usual. We learned a lot and enjoyed a lot. Now we can open it for questions. We have, full 20 minutes maybe for questions. So
Can we also share the post-test form link in the
Yes.
meantime?
yes,
Yeah.
meantime we can send
Yeah.
the post-test link.
Yeah, and the feedback form link, both the links. So I'll request all the participants to please fill up the post-test form and the feedback form before you log off. Thank you.
Yes. Before log off, we have many things to do actually. So
Yeah,
please stay
because
online.
some of them are
first-
dropping off, so I just
Yeah.
please hold on for a few minutes.
We,
Yeah.
we also
Please,
want to take
खत्म
a-
नहीं हुआ है ना अभी तक, खत्म नहीं हुआ है।
Yeah,
Please
it is
wait,
not
there is
yet
still
over.
discussion remaining, and we have to take a photo. So
Sure,
yes,
yes.
it's still there. So please, it's open for questions. We have a lot of interesting comments, Shanti, that it was a very interesting session, and thank you and all for that. But yes, now it's open for questions. Any questions?
Yes. Any questions? Any comment you want to say?
One
Any
comment
experience?
is take Vedic maths session if possible.
Okay.
Let's plan for
Okay,
Vedic maths now.
More about diagnostic questions. Yes. I think, Prachi, we should, have something
Yeah.
about diagnostic questions. I have detail, means I'm studying in detail about diagnostic questions. कैसे frame कर सकते हैं, उसको answers के responses कैसे लेनी चाहिए बच्चों से, कैसे इसको sort करना चाहिए. There are interesting things we can definitely discuss. Anything else? Anything
Right.
else?
So since we were talking about misconceptions, right? So not only misconceptions, you mentioned also at the end in the last slide, you mentioned that as a teacher, when we are talking about mathematics, it is important, जो बोलते हैं ना तोल मोल के बोलना है, especially in mathematics, we have to be very, what I can say, conscious about what we say, how we say. So like example, this was something which I used to get confused when I was learning mathematics at a higher grade, when we solve equations on board. So when teacher used to say that, this is the LHS term, this is the RHS term. So this LHS and RHS, many times it is a confusion for the students ki kiska LHS, your LHS or mine LHS, your RHS or mine RHS, that left hand, right hand, all of that. So yes, it is very important because we are teaching students who are, let's say, 8th grade, 7th grade, 9th grade, who are struggling with language related what I can say, they're in their growing up age, so it's very important कि अगर वहां पे उनका कुछ misconception बन गया, then it is very difficult to even get over that subject. Mathematics difficult hai. Why it becomes difficult? Because first of all, teaching, how we teach mathematics, how we learn mathematics, how we have learned mathematics, maybe somewhere there are a lot of loopholes which we need to bridge those gaps. And yes, so thank you so much, Shanti, today. This particular topic was very interesting. Have to address the misconceptions which are there in our students' mind. Then it might not be a misconception, but anything that problems that they have related to notations, related to, like the example that you shared of triangle ka area, that was also very interesting. So these kind of misconceptions are there, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. मुझे सिर्फ ऐसे preaching नहीं करना था कि देखो ऐसा होता है, ऐसे ऐसे करो. I really wanted to share with you, like with me also it used to happen. I used to never understand range when I was in school ना. Range मुझे समझ में ही नहीं आता था. 7 ते 8 पर्यंत ज्या दरम्यान आपण हे करणार आहोत. तर ते that range I used to be always confused with what it is, as you correctly said, left hand side, right hand side. There are various symbols in mathematics. बच्चों को congruence, सिमिलैरिटी, ये सारे सिंबल्स में भी बहुत कंफ्यूजन होता है, बहुत डिफिकल्टी होता है. कॉन्ग्रुएंस के कॉन्सेप्ट, सिमिलैरिटी का कॉन्सेप्ट, ऑल ट्रायंगल्स आर सिमिलर. अभी वो जो छोटा हमने एक सेंटेंस भी ये किया था, उससे भी बहुत सारे प्रॉब्लम्स ऐसे बच्चों को होते हैं जो we casually say and it goes but it stays in the mind of the student that my teacher said this. So this is very important. I was teaching one student recently, and this was about rational numbers, and I asked him like, rational numbers, मालूम है मुझे, I know rational numbers. I said, okay, so what it is? वो बोला, अरे वो कुछ भी होता है, कुछ क्यों होता है, and then he forgot what was there. I mean, see, वो एक ट्रिगर पॉइंट है कि उन्होंने कैसा है कि they have learned the definition, and most of the time learning the definition or learning how they learn is like just by heart. Any number of the form P upon Q, where Q is not equal to 0 is rational number, so they can form the definition. But when it comes for sharing some examples, they really fall short. They can identify the examples, but when it is told to them to write down the examples themselves, it is challenging for them. So this is what I also figured out. I mean, very important student make lot of mistakes in this form. Any other questions? किसी को कुछ और प्रश्न है, कुछ पूछना है, कुछ बताना है, आपके experience कुछ share करना है?
There are like lot of comments here about the session. So Gayatri, there is a question from Gayatri. What about formals? Is there any formulas you want to say, Gayatri?
Formula.
Is there any trick to learn them?
This is very important, Gayatri. Your question is amazing. First and foremost, जब भी आंख बंद करो और मैथ्स के बारे में सोचो या कोई भी प्रॉब्लम को देखो, तो पहले दिमाग में आता है फॉर्मूला क्या है. हमेशा दिस इज व्हाट हैपेंस. फॉर्मूला क्या है, ये फॉर्मूला अगर हमको पता चल गया ना, तो वी कैन सॉल्व इट. बट आई ऑलवेज फील दैट इंस्टेड ऑफ फॉर्मूला, वो फॉर्मूला कैसे आया, उसको डिराइव कैसे किया, ये ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट है, rather than learning the formula as a trick. Area of the circle या area of the triangle. Area of the triangle, अभी जैसे अभी मैंने जो एग्जांपल आपको दिया था, जिसमें मैंने बताया कि 5 as a base. अगर वो मेरे, if I understand that formula, then it will be not very difficult for me to understand that the orientation of the triangle is different, right? And I can find it in this way. So formula, instead of just writing down या उसको by heart करना या उसको रट्टा मारने से ज़्यादा, I feel deriving the formula. क्योंकि अगर हमने बच्चों को, it is just like fishing. हम बोलते हैं ना कि हमने fish लाके उनको दे दिया और ये क्या. Instead of that, if we teach them how to fish, if we teach them how to derive the formula, it will last longer. It will stay longer with them instead of just finding out formula. So thank you, Gayatri, for bringing this up. Swati, you had a question. How can we make word problem simple for student? Right. Very good question. पहली बात तो word problem बोलना ही नहीं चाहिए. जब भी हम वर्ड प्रॉब्लम बोलते हैं ना, ऐसे लगता है कि वो एक बहुत बड़ा डार्क क्लाउड है जो हमारे सर के ऊपर आ गया है और अभी बारिश गिरने वाली है. It is very scary.
It's like
Word
telling
problem.
students ki now I am going to take a group D ka problem with you.
I know.
But
So word problem को change करके हम word story अगर कर दे तो, instead of word problem, actually वो story तो होता है, वो incidents तो होते हैं कि एक गाड़ी आ रही है इतने स्पीड से, दूसरी गाड़ी का स्पीड इतना है, वो दोनों एक दूसरे को डैश कब होंगे, पर क्यों हम डैश करना चाहते हैं गाड़ियों को? Why we really want to make the cars dash? So some sensible word problems in the form of word story, if we can take. I hope you are getting my point. If we can make it in the form of story and ask them ki this is what happened, and really we want to find out, we एक inquiry का element उसमें अगर डाल दे कि how can we find out this? So I want to make a table and ये हमारे क्लास में यूज करने वाले हैं हम टेबल, और ये टेबल ऐसा होना चाहिए कि इसका डायमेंशंस इतने होने चाहिए क्योंकि ये हमारे डोर से भी अंदर आना चाहिए, हमारे सारे बच्चे भी इसमें आके एक्टिविटीज करने चाहिए. सो सम रेस्ट्रिक्शंस. सो वर्ड प्रॉब्लम क्या है? वर्ड प्रॉब्लम इज यू आर गिविंग रेस्ट्रिक्शंस and with this restrictions you are coming to some generalization, some conclusion, so that you get your answer, right? So if we can do this, it would be good. Okay, all right triangles are similar. If you have not got the all right triangles are similar, do you think they are similar? All right triangles, the answer is no, it is false. All right triangles are not similar. We can discuss in detail about this. I have shown you some examples also, wherein you have seen the triangle, wherein see similarity के लिए कुछ test है ना, so all the tests have to be satisfied. SAS test, angle test. So there are various tests of similarity. In that similarity test, this is not possible, because if you say if you take a scalene triangle, राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल में ही स्केलिंग अगर आप ये लेते हैं तो वो उसमें पॉसिबल नहीं होता है. तो देयर आर एग्जांपल्स वेयरइन देयर आर राइट एंगल ट्रायंगल्स बट दे आर नॉट सिमिलर. ओके, आई होप दिस इज क्लियर प्रियंका मैम.
yes, Shanti, and also maybe you can put your email ID in the chat box.
Yes.
People can connect to you because many of them are asking, one or two of them were asking about
Okay,
they
I
want
said,
to.
oh sorry, Amita chala gaya ye everyone. Okay, so my email ID is shantipise1@gmail.com. I'm just putting, I'm giving you a Gmail ID so that you can email me directly if you have any questions, any comments. If you want to discuss with me about mathematics and dance, that also I am very happy to discuss with all of you.
Yes.
And
so also I can see some messages from participants saying that please send the link again. Gayatri, Shraddha, can you please send the link again? Sorry.
Few participants are also
Yeah.
asking if video
I'm
will be available
Yes.
of this session.
So yes, we will be putting this on YouTube, on PKC's YouTube channel. Once it is done, it will take around 4 to 5 working days, because now we have to stitch 2 videos. So that will take time. And we will put it in the group, on the teachers group, that on the workshop group that you all have joined through. And also send you an email about the link. Okay.
So I have shared the post-test link form again, and even the
Yes.
feedback form in the chat
Can you
box.
see the
and
responses
the
coming?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that.
Yes. Okay, maybe can we quickly take a group photo?
Yeah. 1 second. Can everybody switch on their videos, please?
please switch on your videos. I would like to see all of your smiling faces. Yes.
Please switch on your videos. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Rohit, you are still in office? Late हो गया ना? फिर enjoy किया आपने? आप एकदम खुश दिख रहे हैं मुझे. Good, good.
We have multiple screens, so thank you everyone for your patience.
Yes. Thank you
Smile
so much.
everyone nicely,
Thank
and
you.
you remember ना नमस्कार. सगळ्यांना प्रेमपूर्ण नमस्कार. आपण नमस्कार करूया.
Yes.
And with namaskar, you can move your head also, like this. So
Thank
this is
you
also
so
good
much.
for your
Yes.
neck.
Thank you, everyone. And now I will just hand it over to my colleague Bhavna for a formal vote of thanks. Over to you, Bhavna.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Prachi. I would like to extend my vote of thanks to Ms. Shanti Pise, our esteemed speaker for today, who took us through the journey of misconceptions in mathematics, which is very, very important. Because if we do not address these misconceptions, then it is very difficult to understand the concepts in mathematics in a better way. I would also like to thank all the participants for being with us through our technological glitch also. And I would also like to thank all the participants for your overwhelming response. I would like to extend my vote of thanks to Lenovo on behalf of PKC for supporting the project Teach with Tech, wherein we carried out many activities for students as well as teachers. And thank you to our team, Prachi, Shraddha, Sheetal, for your support and making this session successful. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, everyone. And the group is on. Please discuss on the group. Some of them are asking about the link. So yes, we will share the feedback link on the group. Okay.
On the group.
Okay. Anil Patil ji, his hand is raised. You want to say something?
Yes,
or-
Anil, sir.
Rajeshri,
madam.
yes, yes. Yes, Rajeshri ma'am. Unmute kara, unmute.
Unmute करा हाँ.
हॅलो
Okay.
Yes, Anil.
हॅलो बोलू मॅडम.
हो बोला बोला सर.
मॅडम असं मी मराठी माध्यमच्या शाळेमध्ये शिकवतो आदिवासी क्षेत्रामध्ये, आणि आपलं जे सीजन होतं ते अत्यंत मला अतिशय म्हणजे आवडलंय. आणि ते मी माझ्या विद्यार्थ्यांना जेव्हा ते टीचिंग मध्ये मी त्यांना ते अनुभव देईल त्यावेळेस तर मला खूप म्हणजे याचा खूप उपयोग होईल. पण एक असं मॅडम की हे जे काही स्लाइड वगैरे जे आहेत मॅडम, आपल्या सांगण्याची जी पद्धत आहे ती खूप आवडली, पण त्या स्लाइड वगैरे आमच्या मराठी माध्यमच्या मुलांसाठी मिळू शकतील काय? एखादा व्हिडिओ जो आहे काही शेअर करता येईल का आपल्याला?
सर स्लाइड्स वगैरे मराठीमध्ये, हे स्लाइड्स तुमच्यासाठी पहिलं तर, हे
Okay.
मुलांसाठी नाहीये. हे तुम्हाला कसं घेऊन जायचं आहे हे तुमच्यासाठी आहे ना, टीचरसाठी आपण केलंय पहिलं. सेकंड इज तुम्हाला मी काही व्हिडिओज, काही ऑडिओ स्टोरीज पण आहेत माझ्याकडे, काही व्हिडिओज पण आहेत. त्याचे लिंक पाहिजे तर ग्रुपमध्ये प्राची मी आय विल शेअर विथ यू, ते तुम्ही शेअर करा. हिंदीमध्ये स्टोरीज आहेत. डिडो स्टोरी, खूप सारे इंटरेस्टिंग मॅथमॅटिक्स स्टोरीज पण आम्ही केलेले आहेत या प्रोजेक्टच्या अंडर, आणि मराठीमध्ये पण आहे आणि ऑफकोर्स हिंदी आणि इंग्लिश मध्ये पण आहे. तर हे पण आम्ही तुम्हाला शेअर करू सर, तुम्ही नक्की हे करा. तुम्हाला कधी इंटरॅक्शन मुलांबरोबर करायचं असेल तर मला सांगा. आय एम ओपन that also. Let me know. I have done for म्हणजे बिहारच्या मुलांसाठी पण आम्ही केलेलं आहे असं. तर आपल्या महाराष्ट्राच्या मुलांसाठी पण आपण नक्की करूया असं.
ओके ओके, थँक्यू मॅडम. अत्यंत सुंदर असं आपलं सेशन झालं मॅडम, आणि त्याच्यामध्ये आपली गाईडलाईन तर खरोखर म्हणजे वाखाणण्याजोगी आहे. तर माझ्या मुलांसाठी तर नक्कीच त्याचा उपयोग होणार मॅडम.
थँक्यू सर, थँक्यू सो मच. इट मीन्स अ लॉट.
सर तुम्ही कुठल्या भागात शिकवता सांगाल का थोडं?
शहापूर तालुका मॅडम, ठाणे जिल्ह्यातील शहापूर तालुका.
शहापूर
आसनगाव त्या शाळेमध्ये आहे मॅडम मी. आणि तिथं शेड्यूल ट्राईब जे विद्यार्थी जास्त करून आहेत माझ्याकडे, आणि अतिशय दुर्गम भागातील आदिवासी पाड्यावरची मुलं येतात. त्यांना त्यांचे अतिशय म्हणजे आता तुम्ही जे काही प्रॅक्टिकली काही दाखवलं ना, ते प्रॅक्टिकली त्यांना दाखवून त्यांना लक्षात राहतंय.
बरोबर,
हो,
आलं लक्षात सर.
तर त्यासाठी जर काही करता येईल मॅडम तर जास्तीत जास्त तर चालेल. मी आपल्यासाठी नक्कीच वेळ देईल.
येस सर, तुम्ही
Thank you, sir.
व्हॉट्सअप वरती जर पर्सनल मेसेज पाठवला ना, तर आपण
Okay.
नक्की बोलूयात ह्याच्याबद्दल.
Okay.
काही आपण बघूयात की काय करता येईल, कारण हे खूपच चांगलं काम आहे जे तुम्ही करताय आदिवासी विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी किंवा
हा.
त्या भागातल्या विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी. तर आपण बघू की आपण पीकेसी थ्रू काय करू शकतो.
चालेल मॅडम.
Yes.
ओके,
Thank you,
थँक्यू.
sir.
थँक्यू.
Thank you. Yeah. Rajeshri ma'am, you want to say something? तुम्हाला काय बोलायचंय? Unmute करा.
पहिल्यांदा खूप खूप धन्यवाद शांती मॅम, की तुम्हाला पुन्हा भेटून मला खूप आनंद झालाय पहिल्यांदा. कारण आपण आयसरच्या ट्रेनिंग मध्ये IISER ला भेटलो होतो. आपलं शेड्यूल पण खूप असं पॅक होतं की योगा करणं वगैरे नाही का, सगळं खूप ते मिस करते आणि पुन्हा एकदा असा चान्स मिळावा अशी अपेक्षा आहे तुमच्यासोबत. आजचं सेशन इतकं छान झालं, म्हणजे मला इतका आनंद वाटला. सेशनला ऍक्च्युली मी थोडी लेट जॉईन झाले, पण मला खूप असं फील होत होतं की कधी मी तुमच्यासोबत ते अटेंड करेल आणि मला इतकं छान वाटलं. आणि मुळात आपण आज जे तुम्ही जे मॅथ्स बद्दल सांगितलंय की आपण जे म्हणजे टेक्स्ट बुक मध्ये जे वर्ड यूज करतात, वर्ड प्रॉब्लेम, तर या बाबतीत खरंच मी तुमच्याशी सहमत आहे की वर्ड प्रॉब्लेम आपण जेव्हा हा शब्द घेतो मॅथ्सला मुलांना शिकवताना, तर तो खरंच त्यांच्या डोळ्यापुढे असा अंधारच आलेला असतो पहिले. ह्या काही आपण शब्द असे हे यूज नाही करायला पाहिजे. तुम्ही म्हणताय तसे वर्ड स्टोरी हा एक मी आता हाच प्रेफर करणार आहे, वर्ड स्टोरी. आणि खूप छान वाटलं मॅडम. आणि मला असं वाटतंय की काही आमच्या शिक्षण परिषद असतात किंवा आमच्या मीटिंग असतात, तर त्यात एखादा सेशन तरी तुम्ही आम्हाला द्यावा. झेडपी स्कूल आमचे, हॅलो
I can
झेडपी,
see your daughter. तुमची मुलगी आहे का तिकडे?
येस शरण्या. ती पण आली होती मॅम IISERला.
अच्छा.
तर मला असं वाटतंय की मीटिंग मध्ये आमच्या किंवा शिक्षण परिषदेमध्ये एखादा सेशन तुम्ही मॅथ्स वर असा घ्यावा. तर मग मी सजेस्ट करेल की नाही का आमच्या अधिकारी लोकांना की तुमच्या सोबत एक सेशन आमचा होऊन द्यावा. तर तुम्ही त्यासाठी रेडी आहात का?
यू कॅन राईट पर्सनली. तुम्ही पर्सनल मेसेज करा, आपण हे करूया. माझं ईमेल ID पण मी पाठवलंय तुम्हाला, तुम्ही ठेवा. ओके.
येस येस येस.
Yes.
थँक्यू.
थँक्यू राजश्री मॅम. या माया मॅम. माया मैम. ओके. जालिंदर सर. जालिंदर सर का भी था. हाँ सर, तुमचा अनम्यूट करता येईल तुम्हाला? यू वांट टू आस्क एनीथिंग?
हा मॅम.
येस सर, वी कॅन हिअर यू.
आजचं सेशन एकदम बेस्ट झालं मॅम. खूप छान वाटलं तुमच्याशी इंटरॅक्शन करून. बेस्ट. तुम्ही ज्या ज्या गोष्टी आम्हाला सांगितल्यात त्या गोष्टी नक्कीच आम्ही आमच्या फील्डवर इम्प्लांट करूयात.
थँक्यू सर. तेच पाहिजे आम्हाला.
येस. ओके.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank
Okay,
you so much.
thank you so much. And once again, thank you everyone for joining today. We will discuss on the group. There are around 400 participants on the group. Shanti, maybe we will let you know in case if any of the comments or anything comes up.
Maya ma'am, कुछ
Maya ma'am, unmute करा तुम्ही.
Unmute करा.
हाँ.
हॅलो. माझं नाव माया शिंदे. मी द मॉडेल विविधांगी प्रशाला माईनगर, डिस्ट्रिक्ट सोलापूर, तालुका आपलं पाळशिरस आहे. मी महाराष्ट्रातून आहे. मला सीझन खूप आवडलं. मेन म्हणजे आमच्या मुलांनी जॉईन केलं होतं. आम्ही सर्वजण एकत्र पाहत होतो सीझन.
अच्छा.
सर्वांना खूप आवडलं आणि सर्वजण असे म्हणायला लागले की ह्या ज्या मॅम आहेत त्या आपल्याला पण येतील का एखादा सीझन घेण्यासाठी. 9th आणि 10th चे स्टुडंट आम्ही जॉईन झालो होतो.
मॅम तुम्ही ईमेल करा शांती मॅडमना. त्यांचा ईमेल ID आहे इथे. आणि खूपच छान त्या विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी पण सेशन घेतात, त्यांनी सांगितलं.
हो ना. अप्रतिम टीचिंग मॅडमनी केलं. खूपच थँक्यू सर. मनापासून आमचे विद्यार्थी पण आणि मी पण खूपच थँक्यू.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
ma'am.
Yeah. I could see Nina also for a glance, and she went away.
Yes.
Nina, hi. She's my student, so I'm calling her directly Nina.
Oh.
Unmute you, Nina. We cannot hear
Unmute
you.
yourself, please. Ma'am, we can't hear.
Achha, she's not. She cannot unmute, I think.
Achha.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good to see you after so many months, ma'am. Once again, it was really I went back to my BA days. And I could just recall all the things, the way you used to stand and everything. But the session was wonderful. It's really helpful for all the teachers. I would like to add some things, ma'am. Whatever work you're doing right now for mathematics and dance, I would like to contribute into that also. Then even I'm thinking of, means right now we are designing some worksheets for our school. So I have got into many new things, and all those new things are new for others, but not for you, because all your concepts are into those worksheets. But well, I'm just thinking of that. Some sessions should be held in academics, regular academics, where we can think of how mathematics can be made simple for students. So I'm thinking of that, and in that case, I would really would like to seek your help.
Yeah, sure. Even Prachi, we are planning to do this actually more often.
Yes.
So this was just like we wanted to see how people are responding. कैसे आ रहे responses, उसके हिसाब से हम
No,
plan
in fact, ma'am, I feel na ki basically we should start from teachers itself, because the fear is from teachers itself. I have observed many teachers, they just skip off the topics if they don't understand, if they're not able to explain. They just skip off the topics. They don't try to go into that much depth. And the more how much depth I'm taking my students into, the more students take interest into that topic.
Maths is, always a topic where it's either yes or no.
Exactly.
Either student like it or they don't like it at all. There is nothing in between. So I think we as teachers, we have to be very, as Shanti's session was very interesting, we have to develop those kind of skills within ourselves, so that
I would like to share one feedback. Recently, I was teaching to 8th grade students, and area perimeter regular topic tha. And as Shanti ma'am taught us, we are just explaining, means past 16 years I'm explaining the same topic in the similar way. So my students were like, yeah, okay, area of rectangle we know length into breadth, area of square we know side into side. But 8th standard ke bachche ko, when I explained how the area is derived, area of trapezium is derived and rhombus is derived, ma'am, I tell you, 80 minutes session, they didn't want to go off from the class. They were like कि नहीं हमें अभी भी करना है, आप हमको कुछ तो ऐसे और सेशंस बताइए जिसमें इंटरेस्ट आए.
Congratulations. That's your बोले ना ये satisfaction है. जब
Exactly.
हम करते हैं actually बहुत सारी चीजें रीना I wanted to show you all काफी अभी टाइम का भी ये था इसलिए मैं काफी चीजें आप लोग को दिखा नहीं सकती. Next time I also have something with papers के साथ हम कैसे काम कर सकते हैं, तो ऐसे मैंने कुछ ऐसे शीट्स भी डिजाइन किए हैं. पेपर्स के साथ हम कैसे अलग-अलग origami and just with cutting and folding we can do a lot of things. And
मैम हमारे स्कूल में ना origami के hobby classes होते हैं, so we could just take help of in this
yes,
case.
you can combine something together.
Yes, and as PKC we can arrange more of such kind of workshops in future also. So we'll
Ma'am, I
see
would like
how
to
we
be a
can-
part of all those workshops.
Definitely. Now you're there as what I can say, you're there in our database now. You will be getting all our emails, everything about what new activities we do. And please do follow the group, basically the teacher training group that we have made. On that also we'll be putting all the information about what all activities we do.
Okay.
And yes, of course, with Shanti, we will be doing more such training workshops.
Yes.
Yes.
Sure, looking
Okay.
forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank
We
you.
have
Thank
to
you,
now
everyone.
goodbye, because people are there in the office also at PKC. So yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Prachi, and thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you, Shanti. Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye.